Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 apartment speed build. So yes, as you could tell from the title of this video, this apartment is something that I haven't done in a very long time. And that's actually something with custom content. Now, I have used a little bit of Creator Sim custom content recently, I think, in one of my Creator Sim videos. But I haven't really built with custom content in a very long time, and it's been even longer since I've actually made a video with build and buy custom content. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to sharing this. I had a lot of fun building this. So yeah, just as a little heads up, this does have a bunch of custom content in it. I think I can count on one hand the amount of in-game items that I used in this. I think I used one wallpaper, a flooring, and maybe one or two decorative items, but everything else from the bathroom to the bedroom to the kitchen, everything is custom content. So yeah, I won't have a CC list for this, unfortunately. I just used so much in this build that putting together a CC list with a detailed overview of everything that I used would just be an absolute nightmare, and it would probably take me a week to get done if I worked on it every single day. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing that, but I will leave a link down below, or I actually should say multiple links down below, to all of the creators whose items and whose content I used. So if you follow me over on Twitter, you will have seen that I believe sometime last week, I think it was last week, I actually went through and I spent a whole night looking at custom content and downloading almost 5 gigabytes worth of build by CC. And I grabbed stuff from a bunch of different creators, from 6 different creators, I think. So I grabbed stuff from Maxis, I grabbed stuff from Charlie Pancakes, my Shuno-san, Illogical Simmer, Sixum CC, as well as Peary Sim. I'm probably saying most of their names wrong, but I will have everyone's links down below. I'll have a link to their Twitters, as well as to their Tumblr or Patreon, depending on where they upload most of their stuff. And then I also should tell you that all of the stuff that I downloaded, that I used in this apartment, they're all free. So none of the stuff that I'm using were behind an early access thing or anything like that. So these are all items that are already out for the public. I know a bunch of these creators do early access things. So there are a couple of their sets or things that they're currently working on that is still in early access phase. So you have to be a supporter on their Patreon to get access to that, and then they'll eventually release it for free. But yeah, I'm not a current supporter of any of these creators on Patreon, even though I really wish I could be. But yeah, so all of these stuff, all of the stuff that I'm using is free. So I will have a link to all of their downloads and everything like that in the description. Definitely go ahead and check them out, because I literally went through and all of these creators are people that I follow over on Twitter. And I've been seeing their new sets and things that they're working on Twitter for the longest time, and I honestly mean months. It's been months that I've been wanting to download some of their stuff, and I kept seeing it, and I never just sat down and just started downloading it, because it was kind of overwhelming because there's so much that I wanted to download. But I eventually just sat down, started from the top, made a little list of everyone's stuff that I wanted to download, started from the top, and went through literally every single thing that they have up for public download, whether that's on Tumblr or on Patreon or whatever. I actually went through everything and I downloaded everything. And when I say everything, I do mean everything. So yeah, I basically just went through and downloaded everything, which is another reason why I won't have a CC list for this, because like I said, so many different sets and so many different creators. I'm not just using one creator's items. But definitely go ahead and check out all of their stuff if you do use custom content. Obviously, I know console players don't have access to custom content, and honestly, I'm really sorry for you, because yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm just really sorry that you don't have access to custom content. But I mean, if you're someone that usually watches my builds and you're a console player, just know that most of my builds are CC free. like I said, I haven't done a custom content build in months, if not years, here on the channel. So yeah, everything else that I do, you should be able to download if you have access to the gallery. So yeah, that should be fine. But also on the topic of downloading, I won't have a download link in the description of this video because obviously I can put this on the gallery. I could do that. But if you wanted to download it, you would first have to go ahead and download all of the CCs separately to have everything show up in your game. And that's just like, I don't really think anyone is going to do that to be able to download this apartment. And I refuse to put up tray files for this with the custom content included, because that's just not nice to CC creators, and it's just not nice of me to like re-upload their work with my build, if that makes sense. And yeah, I don't really want to do that. If you want to go ahead and download any of their content, then you can go to their pages and download it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I won't have any tray files up for this like I usually do. And I mean, I could put it on the gallery, I probably will, and you'll just have to enable custom content like in the gallery filters if you want to see it on my page. But yeah, you will have to download all of the custom content separately. And yeah, I don't really even feel bad about that, because I did this as a build that I will be playing in myself. I actually built this as a build for Morgan Fires and her boyfriend that I'm actually not playing with her technically, but in my current household, she's my Sims' best friend. So I wanted to give her somewhere nice to live now that she's moved out from her house, from her parents' place, all of that stuff. So yeah, this is kind of a build that I have in my own current household gameplay. So I don't feel bad about using a bunch of custom content and not putting it up for download, because I basically just built it for myself. I built it to have fun with a couple of with a bunch of CC and just do something that I don't normally do. So yeah, I'm not going to feel bad about that. I'm trying to talk myself out of feeling bad about that, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, so that's kind of who I built this apartment for. So it's very like monochrome, black and white, modern, because that's just the kind of vibe that I feel Morgan has, or at least the Morgan that I have in my game. At the end of the not screenshots, yeah, at the end of the screenshots, you will actually see a picture of her cooking in the kitchen that I took when I was playtesting this apartment. So yeah, you will see her at the end, and in her I gave her a makeover and all of that stuff. So yeah, you will see my made over version of Morgan. And yeah, that's basically everything that I have to tell you guys about the apartment for now. I'll probably mention some other random stuff as it pops up. But something else that I wanted to mention, this is going up on Monday, and tomorrow on Tuesday, we're actually going to be getting the Blooming Rooms plant kit. So yeah, we're actually going to be getting that kit tomorrow. For me, that will be tomorrow night. And I will immediately start working on something with that kit. Maybe another apartment, like a plant lover's apartment or something, because from what I've seen, most of the plants are all like interior, like decorating plants. None of it is like landscaping stuff. So I think an apartment, maybe like a nice studio apartment or something, could be really fun to just check out that kit a little bit. But yeah, but because we get it in the evening, I won't have anything up on it like on Tuesday. I won't be able to get the speed build out on Tuesday because, like I said, we get it at like 8 o'clock at night, I think, if I'm remembering the time zones correctly. Because yeah, the US now has their daylight savings time, so it's messed up my whole perception of how late it will be. When things come out, I kind of have to remember and like relearn the time zones. But yeah, because we don't have daylight savings, so yeah, it's just very confusing for me. But anyway, so yeah, it'll be coming out at night for me, so I'll work probably through the night. I'll probably be pulling an all-nighter because that's just me. So yeah, I'll work on that. I'll try and get it done, and then I probably won't be able to upload it on Wednesday either. I'm going to try. I might be able to. I don't know. I think I have stuff scheduled out. I have a whole schedule that I'm trying to keep to and whatever. But yeah, I'm not going to rush it. That's the thing. I don't want to rush it to get it out for Wednesday, because I don't know if I'll be able to do the voiceover and all of that stuff on Tuesday night, because I'll be like dead tired by the time I probably get done with it. And I don't know if I'll be able to do the voiceover during the day on Wednesday, because usually I upload at like 5 or 6 p.m. my time. So normally I would have the time to do the voiceover and like finishing touches, you know, during the day after I wake up and all of that stuff before the video has to go out. But we actually have load shedding in South Africa at the moment, and that's going to go on like all week, and I'm so pissed, you have no idea. But yeah, I've ranted about this so much on Twitter. If you don't know what load shedding is, basically it's like rolling blackouts. And it's very irritating. It always hits at the most annoying times, and like the schedules for it are like, they're basically a pain in the ass. And yeah, if you still don't know what load shedding is or what rolling blackouts are or whatever, then just Google it. Just Google load shedding. You'll easily find out what it is about and why I hate it so damn much. But anyway, because we have load shedding, my like whole schedule has been thrown out of whack, and sometimes we have like load shedding at like 12 in the evening, which is usually when I really start working well. So it's just been a pain in the ass for my schedule and for getting stuff done. And then also we're supposed to have like scheduled power maintenance on Wednesday as well, and that was actually announced before load shedding started. So I don't know if we're still going to have the maintenance or not, you know, with load shedding being active. But if we do have the maintenance, then we'll be without power from like 8:30 in the morning until 6 at night on Wednesday. So basically I'll be without power the whole day on Wednesday. If the maintenance ends up going forward, I'm really like hoping and praying that it doesn't, because it's just combined with load shedding and our schedule for that, we would be without power for like, I don't know, like 12 to 14 hours out of like the 24 hours that is Wednesday, which would it would be insufferable. I don't even know how to function for that long without power. So yeah, I don't know what I would do with myself if that ended up happening. But again, because of YouTube and all of that stuff, I won't be able to work on anything during Wednesday. So I'm kind of just leaving Wednesday open to like, you know, if something happens, then I don't have to worry about getting anything done. And if nothing happens and we do have power Wednesday, you know, apart from like the regular load shedding, then I'll try and get everything done to have the like kit overview, not overview, but like kit build out on Thursday. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on for this week. So new video today, which is obviously Monday when you're seeing this. And then hopefully Thursday, no later than Thursday, because otherwise I will kick myself. So yeah, Thursday for the plant kit overview. And then before that, I will definitely, you know, post pictures on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that with my thoughts about the kit, you know, once I have it on Tuesday evening and can play with it a little bit. Check out all of the items. I'll definitely update you guys over on Twitter and Instagram. I'm trying to be very like active on Instagram, especially at the moment, and trying to keep to kind of like a schedule on Instagram, which I really am enjoying. I'm really enjoying having that little bit of structure, and I'm actually posting a bunch of things on there that I don't post anywhere else. So stuff that I don't post on Twitter or on the community tab or anything like that. So all Sims related, obviously. And then on my stories, I just post a lot of like real life stuff and yeah, just a bunch of things that are kind of like me, if that makes sense. So also a lot of book things. I've been getting really back into reading recently. So a lot of my stories on Instagram are just like book related. But yeah, if you don't follow me over on Instagram already, I will leave my Instagram linked in the description down below. Definitely go and check that out. It's linked in all of my videos as well if you want to go ahead and give me a follow over on Instagram. And yeah, if you want to go ahead and see what I have going on over there. But yeah, back to this build really quickly. I've basically talked through the whole living room and bedroom. And we're currently working on kind of like the guest room / office. So that bed actually is functional, even though I put the pillows on it. So your Sims can still sleep there if, you know, they have a friend staying over or whatever. But I kind of have this room set up as an office, with an office like in mind. So that bed is kind of supposed to look more like a day bed kind of thing. Like people would actually go ahead and sit on it, kind of like a couch instead of actually being a bed. But then you could actually have it function as a bed as well if you needed it to. So yeah, this apartment could end up being 2 bedrooms, but currently I only have it kind of set up as 1 bedroom and then 1 bathroom. And it's actually in the 18 Culpepper house apartments in the Spice District. So yeah, I really enjoyed the way this came out. I'm actually almost at the end of the video, so I'm probably going to start wrapping up the voiceover. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this, like I said, and I will probably be doing maybe 1 or 2 more like custom content builds in the future, because like I said, I'm playing a current household and I do want to do a couple of builds like for my Sims as well as for their like friends and stuff like that. I really enjoy that part of playing with a current household and having friends and like, you know, friends and like family members and stuff like that, and like fixing up their houses as well. So I will be doing that sometime in the future. But I hope you guys enjoyed this build. If you did, give it a like, sub to the channel if you want to see more Sims content, all of that good stuff, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye everyone.
I wake up from the sunshine on my face, so dehydrated, don't know what to say. Who's sleeping by my side? What did I do last night? Can someone make this headache go away? Yesterday was supposed to be quiet, being to myself and sit in silence, until I got a call. My friend showed up at my door. They wanted me to go out for a while. We were dancing in the dark with a view